YouTube? It's your boy KM Lucci, and we are back with another YouTube reaction. Today, we're going off of a crazy ass movie. It's called Buganya. I heard of this one. It's with Emma Stone. You know what I'm saying? She got the bald head and shit. So basically, she gets kidnapped by some dudes. They think that she's like an alien. They think it's an alien. She's been kidnapped. Think she's an alien. I guess she's gonna go through a whimsical of like I'm not knowing what this movie really like gonna lead to. You know what I'm saying? But I just know that much about it. So we about to. I've never seen it before. We about to watch it for the first time together. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for staying tapped in and tuned in with your boy KM Lucci on the KM Lucci Reactions. If you're new to the channel, please show your boy some love and just subscribe. It's free of charge. You know what I'm saying? Just press the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. You see every time I drop some new. Now let's get it.
Two men with strong convictions kidnap a woman whom they believe to be an alien. The film opens by showing two men harvesting honey. One of them explains that bees play a crucial role as the foundation of human food systems, but recently their population has been threatened with extinction. This threat is caused by the actions of the largest biomedical corporations, which are endangering bee populations.
That's how vital the bees are, Don.
This man is named Teddy. He is someone with a deep belief in conspiracy theories. And because of that belief, Teddy feels personally responsible to take action. He even believes that the leaders of these corporations are not from Earth, but aliens deliberately trying to destroy the natural balance of the planet. Because of this, Teddy and his friend Don plan to kidnap one of the leaders of a biomedical company. That leader is Michelle Fuller, simply referred to as Michelle. Michelle is the CEO of the largest agricultural biomedical company in the city. She is an influential and intelligent figure who holds a strategic position in the corporate world. Her role as a company leader places her at the center of public attention and often makes her a target of suspicion, especially from conspiracy believers like Teddy and Don.
No one.
That's crazy. Yeah,
After collecting the honey, Teddy and Don begin intense training and preparation to carry out their plan to kidnap Michelle. They are aware that Michelle possesses strong self-defense skills, making physical preparation absolutely.
I'm thinking it's gonna be some shit like she I didn't think that they had planned this shit all the way out and everything. I thought that it would be something like they ran across her, you know what I'm saying? Lucky, you know what I'm saying, type shit. They caught her slipping. I didn't know that they had planned it out or nothing, because they don't look like them type of niggas they don't look like the part to be trying to kidnap nobody. You know what I'm saying? They don't look too organized.
Necessary.
And they'll try and track us too.
One.
For instance,
in addition, they gather several items to be purchased from a pharmacy, as well as buying clothes and masks for disguise purposes. That night, while having dinner together, Teddy explains to Don that if they succeed in capturing Michelle, or anyone they believe to be an alien, Don must not use any electronic devices at all, such as a phone, computer, or gaming device. According to Teddy, this is crucial to prevent the alien from communicating with its colony in outer space. Hearing so many rules that sound complicated and extreme, Don becomes doubtful and initially refuses the kidnapping plan. However, Teddy continues trying to convince him.
That nigga started thinking about his video game. He said, "What? No more PS5? No more Xbox? Hey, bro, I don't know if I want to do this anymore."
Outside the house, Teddy shows Don a small bottle containing a chemical liquid that functions as a desire suppressor. The liquid will be injected into their bodies, so their biological urges can be controlled and not exploited by Michelle. In the end, after Don is finally convinced, Teddy injects the liquid into Don's body, marking the beginning of the dangerous plan they have carefully prepared.
Chemical castration. It's really important, Don. Excited to be free?
Yeah.
The next morning, Michelle takes part in an interview recording at her company as part of a promotional campaign for their new product. After finishing her activities, Michelle heads home in her car. Unbeknownst to her, Teddy and Don are already waiting near her house. Disguised as medical personnel, Teddy and Don immediately carry out their plan. They attempt to restrain Michelle, but she puts up a fierce resistance. Even so, Teddy eventually manages to inject her with a sedative that causes her to lose consciousness.
Yeah. Fucking Disney.
They then place Michelle into her own car and drive her away. Inside the car, Teddy orders Don to completely shave Michelle's hair. According to Teddy, aliens like Michelle are able to communicate with others of their kind solely through their hair. Upon arriving at the house, they place Michelle onto a bed. While observing every part of her body, Teddy states that Michelle is an alien made to look
Bro, when she wake up, her whole world is finna be flipped upside down. What I want to know though, see, they keep bringing up all the talking about like they doing it because she's an alien, yada yada. I want to know if she really an alien. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see if these niggas got onto something because they going hard with this plan, man.
exactly like a human,
You know,
with skin,
injecting themselves
hair,
with fluids
mouth,
and
and
shit.
ears identical to those of a real person.
Hair density, her bite, narrow feet, then.
However, according to Teddy, her nervous system is different. Because of that, he instructs Dawn to apply a special cream as a preventive measure so her alien nervous system will not function. They also change Michelle into a red outfit they have prepared. After the effects of the sedative wear off, Michelle finally regains consciousness in a state of confusion. She assumes that she is in a hospital. However, Teddy explains that she is actually in a resistance safe house created to fight against aliens, and that he suspects her of being one of them. Calmly, Michelle says that the FBI and the police will soon come for them, considering she is an important figure in a major biomedical company.
Yeah, these niggas is illegal as fuck. That's crazy.
The police and soon thereafter the FBI.
You are.
I'm not.
In that situation, Michelle tries to reason with Teddy and Dawn, asking them to discuss things calmly so they would release her. However, her request is immediately.
You know what's crazy is that there's people really out there that's like so driven that they believe this type of shit. But the thing is, that's crazy is like, this nigga really thinks that he's doing justice. You know what I'm saying? He really believes that he's doing something right for the world. And he's really crazy. If she's not an alien, if she's not nothing that he's projecting her to be or nothing, this nigga needs to be in the hospital.
Rejected
They
by
just
Teddy.
kidnapped her.
He firmly insists that Michelle is a member of the Andromeda alien race, sent to
They got her
Earth with a
plugged up
plan to
to IVs and
destroy
shit?
humanity. Teddy then forces Michelle to contact her alien race and order them to stop coming to Earth. Hearing this accusation, Michelle looks confused and quickly denies it. She insists that she is an ordinary human, not an alien, as Teddy claims. However, Teddy refuses to believe her. He argues that it is impossible for a 45-year-old woman to have such a flawless appearance unless she is not human. Michelle tries to explain that her appearance is the result of a healthy lifestyle and consistent medical care. Even so, Teddy remains convinced. He then hands her a device and demands that she use it to send a message to her alien race, hoping they will stop coming to Earth.
Give your
That's
statement.
trippy.
Your species withdrawal from planet Earth.
After that, Dawn and
Dude, she
Teddy
being
celebrate
sarcastic
their
with this
success
nigga.
by
I wanna be
embracing each other.
sarcastic with him.
While monitoring the CCTV, Dawn becomes emotionally affected and feels pity as he watches Michelle sitting silently and crying throughout the night. Even so, Teddy immediately reminds Dawn not to be influenced by anything Michelle does and to remain committed to their plan. A moment later, Teddy's thoughts drift back to his past, specifically to the incident involving his mother. He remembers how she once drank a substance given by aliens, which was said to be meant to control every cell in her body. As a result of that substance, his mother's body suddenly levitated without any apparent cause, an event that further strengthened Teddy's belief that aliens truly exist and pose a serious threat to humanity.
Get it?
The next day, Michelle
It's
applies
crazy.
the cream Teddy gave her the night before, all over her body. Meanwhile, Teddy is on his way to work, riding his bicycle. Along the way, a sheriff named Casey stops Teddy. Casey's intention is not merely to greet him, as he seems to be growing suspicious of Teddy's recent activities. At his workplace, Teddy goes about his job as usual. During his break, he sees news reports about Michelle's disappearance. Even so, he tries to remain calm and does not show any excessive reaction.
Wealth and high profile, state police forward with any information at all, given there is a strong chance that one of the countries.
When he returns home, Dawn tells Teddy that Michelle still refuses to eat and has not urinated at all. Once again, Teddy believes this is merely an alien trick to gain human sympathy. As a result, Teddy immediately interrogates Michelle. Using a radio device that Teddy has prepared, Michelle delivers a message stating that she is an alien and that her fellow aliens will soon arrive on Earth. Instead of feeling satisfied, Teddy becomes angry after hearing this statement, believing that Michelle's words are nothing but lies. Eventually, Teddy and Dawn demand that Michelle speak in an alien language instead of a human one. The request leaves Michelle confused, as she has no idea what she's supposed to say. In her desperation, Michelle tries to offer things she thinks Teddy and Dawn might want, such as money, power, or even an intimate relationship. However, Teddy firmly rejects all of it. He insists that the only thing he wants is for Michelle to contact her alien race and order them to leave Earth immediately. As time goes on, Michelle becomes increasingly convinced that Teddy has lost his sanity and is in need of medical help. Hearing this, Teddy's emotions finally explode. In a burst of anger, he slaps Michelle hard across the face.
Because I'm not a dipshit.
2 days before the lunar eclipse, Michelle, who could no longer endure the situation, was finally forced to make a confession, one she delivered solely in the hope that Teddy and Don would release her. She seriously claimed that she was indeed an alien and asked for the best possible solution so she could be set free. Hearing this, Teddy did not feel relieved at all. Instead, he came up with a new idea. He decided to subject Michelle to high-voltage electrical stimulation to prove the truth of her confession. Michelle was then forced to wear several devices required for the experiment. To prevent her screams from being heard, Teddy gagged her mouth with cloth and turned on loud music.
I am an alien! Do you have the time? Please stop, please, please!
When the machine was activated and the voltage reached 200 volts, Michelle's body reacted just like that of a normal human. Unsatisfied, Teddy increased the voltage even further. However, the result he expected still did not appear. There were no signs that Michelle was anything other than human. Instead, the device nearly malfunctioned due to the excessive strain. Seeing this, Don, who had been overwhelmed with guilt from the beginning, could no longer bear it. He immediately shut down the machine and removed all the equipment attached to Michelle's body.
Your Majesty.
Meanwhile, a flashback reveals the moment when Teddy brought his mother, who was floating in the air, before Michelle with the help of a rope. At that time, Michelle felt responsible for the condition of Teddy's mother, who had become a test subject for one of her company's biological products. She promised to provide all forms of assistance, including financial support and medical treatment. However, it was from that very moment that Teddy's belief began to take shape. He became convinced that Michelle was one of the alien beings who had a plan to control humanity and destroy the population of Earth.
What happened is part of all of us now. Not on my watch. This one's now is I never want to put this behind us.
As the days pass, the final day arrives for Teddy before the lunar eclipse. He is seen heading to a mini-market to buy food. After returning home, he invites Michelle and Don to eat together. At the dining table, a conversation unfolds between them. Through this discussion, Michelle learns that Teddy is a beekeeper. She then talks about the life cycle of bees and how their colonies function. Teddy responds by explaining that bee populations are now rapidly declining due to massive exploitation by biological corporations. One of the companies he refers to is the very company led by Michelle herself. After that, Michelle brings up the subject of Teddy's mother. She says that she still remembers the incident when Teddy's mother became a victim of her company's experiment. Michelle explains that the experiment was conducted with the intention of developing medical treatments for humans, not to harm anyone. She also emphasizes that her company had provided financial compensation to the victims as a form of responsibility for the negligence that occurred. Hearing this, Teddy's thoughts return to his mother, and his emotions begin to spiral out of control. Overcome by rage, he suddenly attacks Michelle and tries to strangle her.
I know who you are. I know.
Fucking die, you fucking...
Fortunately, Michelle manages to grab a fork and stabs Teddy in the arm. A chase then breaks out inside the house. Eventually, Michelle manages to wrap a rope around Teddy's neck. At that moment, Don intervenes and strikes Michelle, knocking her unconscious.
Because you are a loser and I am a winner.
Shortly after, Casey arrives.
So if that incident is real about his mom and shit, right? What put it in your head to make you think that they aliens, bro? It was a science experiment. I want to know what made you. Did your mom specifically say some aliens gave her some fluid? Because he did say that in the narration. But I'm just trying to figure it out though. Like, what gets you to just really plot all the way down to is some aliens that's doing this shit? And you. First thing is your mom, right? That's first and foremost. But second, you're a beekeeper, and now you're worried about the colonization of bees and shit and how they populating this shit. And you're like, oh, they're decreasing in population and everything because the aliens are doing it through biochemicals and shit. Like, bro, like what make you all this shit sound like crack cocaine.
Teddy greets
this shit
Casey
sounds
calmly,
like crack.
acting as if nothing unusual has happened. Casey then informs him about the report concerning Michelle Fuller's disappearance. He explains that the signal from Michelle's
the whole like plot and all that shit. It's just screaming bling bling. Big facts. Screaming bling bling. You remember bling bling from bum fights and shit? This is what it screamed to me. Bling bling, bling bling, got a crack pipe. It's like, bro, what are you talking about? Aliens and shit, nigga. Like, what the fuck happened to your mama?
Traced to the area around Teddy's house. Teddy calmly answers the questions and claims that he has no knowledge of Michelle's whereabouts. Wanting to avoid raising further suspicion, Teddy quickly invites Casey to the beekeeping area on his property. Meanwhile, in the basement, Michelle begins to regain consciousness. She is being guarded by Don, who is holding a gun. During their conversation, Michelle tries to persuade Don to release her, promising that he will not be prosecuted for the kidnapping. She also says that the police will arrive at any moment and that both he and Teddy will be arrested. Before that happens, she urges Don to free her so she can protect him from any legal consequences. However, Don instead brings up the issue of Michelle being an alien. He asks her to take him to her home world, Andromeda. Sensing an opportunity to gain his trust, Michelle pretends to take his request seriously. She claims that she truly is an alien and will take Don with her if he releases her. But what Don truly means by his words soon becomes clear. He suddenly leaves a message for his friend Teddy telling him that he loves him. Moments later, Don ends his own life.
Tell Teddy that. I'm sorry.
The sound of the gunshot startles both Teddy and Casey. Without hesitation, Teddy removes Casey's head covering, causing him to be attacked by hundreds of bees. Not stopping there, Teddy then strikes Casey with the shovel he is holding. The attack ultimately results in Casey's death.
He's crazy. Yeah, this nigga's crazy, bro.
In a panic, Teddy rushes down to the basement. He is shocked to find Don's lifeless body lying on the floor. Michelle then tells Teddy that Don took his own life. However, Teddy accuses Michelle of manipulating Don with her words, driving him to that tragic decision. Just as Teddy is about to shoot Michelle, she tells him that she has an antidote for his mother's condition, which she has kept in her car. Michelle assures Teddy that his mother can be saved with the antidote. Hearing this, Teddy immediately believes her. He quickly takes the liquid and rushes to the hospital. While Teddy is away, Michelle searches for the handcuff key in Don's pocket. After finding it, she frees herself and enters another room inside the house. There, Michelle discovers dismembered human body parts and a personal journal belonging to Teddy that contains a collection of photographs of several people. This reveals that Teddy has killed many individuals in order to carry out his conspiracy beliefs. Meanwhile, at the hospital, Teddy injects the antidote into his mother's IV, hoping she will regain consciousness.
Bro, it's the trauma in this nigga, bro. There is no aliens, bro. There is no... This nigga's a serial killer, bro. He's a serial killer, and it started off with his mama going through whatever the fuck she went through, that floating shit and all that shit. Bro, I don't even know if it's that, bro. That might be a pigment in his imagination. Big facts. That might be like something that he imagined was going on to what is it? Like the brain creates stuff to help you go through shit. Big facts. So like the trauma was probably so deep for him with his mama going through that he created a different problem of what she was going through instead of what she's really going through. Cause she ain't floating in this hospital and I don't see her tied down to shit. So nigga, are they floating shit, nigga? Nah, we about to get down to the meat and potatoes.
Instead, her heart rate suddenly stops.
You killed her.
Realizing he has been deceived, Teddy is overwhelmed with rage and immediately leaves the hospital. Upon returning home, Teddy points his gun at Michelle. He accuses her of lying and deliberately tricking him so that his mother would die. However, instead of denying it, Michelle calmly admits something Teddy has believed all along, that she is indeed an alien. She hopes that this confession will make Teddy trust her and stop his intention to kill her. Michelle then begins to explain her origin. She says that long ago, the 75th emperor of the alien race discovered Earth, which at that time was inhabited only by dinosaurs and a few other life forms. In that era, the balance of nature was still intact. However, the emperor accidentally released a virus.
Is this bitch really an alien? Hey, look, check this out. Is this bitch really an alien, bro? Hold on, let's hear it.
Intention to kill her. Michelle then begins to explain her origin. She says that long ago, the 75th
origin?
emperor of the alien race discovered Earth, which at that time was inhabited only by dinosaurs and a few other life forms. In that era, the balance of nature was still intact. However, the emperor accidentally released a virus that wiped out all life on the planet. Overcome with guilt, he then recreated life on Earth, which eventually gave rise to humanity. As time passed, humans themselves became the ones who disrupted the planet's balance through greed and ambition. Because of this, Michelle explains that she came to Earth in human form, not to destroy humanity, but to restore the damaged balance of life. She further reveals that the upcoming lunar eclipse is a crucial moment, as it is when the Emperor's mothership will arrive to retrieve her. She pleads with Teddy not to kill her, explaining that she is the only one capable of communicating with the Emperor and preventing an even greater catastrophe. Hearing her story, Teddy finally begins to believe Michelle's words. The next morning, Michelle arrives at her company wearing a...
She's not lying because she did not leave the house, my nigga. She seen dead bodies. She seen the nigga hand in jars, head in a jar. She seen all that shit, bro. And she did not leave the house. She waited for him to come back to the house. This bitch is an alien. This nigga was right. He's crazy as fuck, but not to a fault.
Wig
Damn.
with Teddy by her side. Everyone is surprised to see her,
for
as
real?
she has been reported missing.
But look, they said she hasn't used the bathroom and that she hasn't even eaten. Remember before old boy killed himself? She hadn't used the bathroom at all or nothing. So, hey, man.
Michelle then leads Teddy into her office. She explains that the teleportation to the alien mothership will take place inside that room. Without hesitation, Michelle claims that a calculator can serve as a teleportation gateway simply by entering a specific sequence of numbers. Teddy, already deeply influenced by Michelle and consumed by his belief in conspiracy theories, follows all of her instructions without question, as long as it means he can reach the alien mothership and deliver his message for the aliens to leave Earth. Michelle then instructs Teddy to step inside a wardrobe, saying that it is the place where the teleportation to the Emperor's mothership will occur. Trusting her completely, Teddy enters the wardrobe. Unexpectedly, an explosion occurs inside, violently killing Teddy.
What the fuck?
The blast throws Michelle backward, causing her to lose consciousness. As she is about to be taken to the hospital, Michelle finally regains consciousness. She immediately heads to her office, takes a calculator, and steps into the wardrobe. In an instant, she is transported and now stands aboard the mothership among the other aliens. Now, taken to the hospital, blast throws Michelle backward, causing her to lose consciousness. As she is about to be taken to the hospital, Michelle finally regains consciousness. She immediately heads to her office, takes a calculator, and steps into the wardrobe. In an instant, she is transported and now stands aboard the mothership among the other.
Bitch called. If I tell you, I'm gonna have to kill you. She told him, and she had to kill the nigga. Damn. So he was never wrong, bro.
Aliens.
Big ass jellyfish.
It is then revealed that the Emperor she had spoken of earlier is none other than herself. What Teddy had believed to be lies all along turns out to be the truth. Michelle truly is an alien. As the final act of her mission, Michelle approaches an object resembling a model of the Earth. Calmly, she destroys its outer layer, symbolizing the Earth's ozone layer. In an instant, the state of the planet changes drastically. All of humanity disappears, leaving only animals and plants behind to preserve the balance of nature. With this final scene, the film Bugonia comes to an end, leaving a powerful and ironic reflection on the fate of humankind.
That one right there was a good movie, dog. I'm gonna give that a 10 out of 10. That shit right there, that's what I'm about right there. All what I'm about, because I wasn't able to tell if who was lying and who was the crazy one and all that shit. It's a thriller. Big facts to see that he was killing niggas. He was dedicated to his mission, bro. But damn, I wonder, did she manipulate the other dude to kill himself? Because what's it called? He was telling him the whole time, hey, don't play into it. Don't play into it, because that, you know what I'm saying, you don't want to play into their feelings and this, that, and the third. So like, I wonder if I wonder if she manipulated him to kill himself or whatever. But I wasn't expecting that as the ending. I was not expecting that as an ending. I'm shocked. You know what I'm saying? I like endings like that. You feel me? Like that one right there it leave you thinking. You know what I'm saying? It leave you thinking in your head, like, what the fuck? But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about this movie in the comments, man. You know what I'm saying? Give me your ratings on this movie and everything. Let me know if I'm overdoing it or not. But for me, it's a 10 out of 10. The film is called Buganya. And yeah, y'all got to tap in, tune in. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to show your boy some love. It's for the free. All you got to do is press the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. You see every time I drop some new